killed in the middle of the day. Police are now saying they're looking for a dark-colored SUV that was seen in the area where Marcotte's body was found. Marcotte is one of at least 3 women who have gone out for runs and never come home. Right now in California, police are looking for any clues in the disappearance of Sherry Papini. She is a 34-year-old mother of 2. She went for a run in Shasta County earlier this month. She has not been seen since. All police have to go on is her iPhone, her earbuds, and a few strands of what is believed to be her hair. Even the threat of violence is no surprise to our next guest. We're talking to Kearl. She is a runner and an advocate to stop street harassment. Holly, you have experienced harassment yourself firsthand. Is it true that you were chased through a park and outran the other guy who was chasing you?
Yeah, that's right. I've experienced a lot of verbal harassment while running, but my scariest experience was when I was 22, running at a park near my house where I'd run lots of times. And I was in a big open field, and I suddenly heard someone breathing behind me, and I could kind of look and see that there was a man falling behind me. And again, it's a big open field. There's no need for him to be doing that. And I began running faster, and he began running faster, and so forth, until he was literally chasing me through this park. And I was so scared. And I'm so grateful that I was able to outpace him and get to a neighborhood. And when I reached the neighborhood, I didn't hear him anymore. And I just hurried straight home, and I cried because I was so scared.
Understandably so. And Holly, when you hear about the women who have been threatened or disappeared like the young mom, or killed like Vanessa Marcotte, what is the answer here? What can women do to protect themselves? Because are they targets if they're running on the same trail day in and day out? Can't someone look and see and predict where they will be?
Sure, that is something that maybe could make them more vulnerable, is running at the same time in the same place. But I think ultimately this shouldn't be about the women. Those are extreme cases, although they're so upsetting, and my heart goes out to their friends and family. But ultimately, I don't advocate for women to have to change their lives. We want to try to change the society so that they can run safely.
And you do hear from runners who are really passionate about it, that they like to be in their own head and sometimes run by themselves. That's part of it, instead of having to take the time to find a partner to run with you. What else do you think they can do to prevent anything from happening? Not to change their lives necessarily, but maybe, I don't know, bring your iPhone and have that app on so someone can track you?
Yeah, I think that it comes down to whatever makes you feel most comfortable and safe. So if that means bringing your iPhone, sometimes I've run with Mace when I'm running in the woods by myself, or just letting someone know where you're going. Those are all certainly things that can perhaps help you feel safer. But I think one of the big things to do is to have conversations about what we're going through, and that it's not just these extreme cases, but that every day we may be facing verbal harassment, and that can make us feel fearful because we have this underlying concern, like, what is their intent? Are they going to escalate? And so I think talking, especially to men, about what we experience day to day and our fears can help make them more aware, and hopefully have them talk to other men about this.
That's a good point, because the people who are doing the harassing, maybe they feel like they can because proximity-wise you're so far away, and they feel like it may be harmless to you, but it's not. It's a violation.
Right, yeah. I often think about, my male peers. Like, they can go for a run and largely not experience harassment. Certainly it may happen on occasion, but there were times in college when I would leave my campus and I would get harassed up to 10 times during 1 hour from men in their cars. And it's annoying, it's upsetting, it doesn't allow you to get in your headspace and, sort of let things go. And there's so much research that shows that being outside and running has a lot of health benefits. And I think that women should have the same rights as men to be able to do that safely and without being interrupted by men harassing them.
It's a good conversation to have. We're glad you're bringing it to the forefront, Holly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So did you see this? Donald Trump's name